Leave now. If you don't, we will find you and we will deport you. You will never return.
Over the course of 5 days throughout the month of July, I went to 2 federal buildings in downtown Manhattan, and inside those buildings there are several immigration courtrooms. As soon as you get out of the elevators, for example on the 12th floor of 26 Federal Plaza, you see handfuls at a time of masked federal agents, ICE officers, Customs and Border Protection officers. So if you're going to immigration court, you immediately see these men with masks and guns and badges. So you probably have some inkling that there might be arrests occurring. Some people, when they're arrested, just go with the agents. Other people freak out.
ICE is out there doing the jobs that they swore an oath to do, and they are removing public safety threats from our communities every day.
A lot of the people who are in immigration court proceedings are young parents, and so immigration court hallways and waiting rooms are filled with young kids. A 6-year-old girl who was there with her mother in immigration court, and I watched her over the course of several hours as she witnessed at least one other person be detained and was quite surprised and concerned by what she saw. Her mother grew concerned about what had happened to her partner who had been in an immigration proceeding. And the mother approached a religious leader that was present, and together approached a federal agent and asked what had happened to this woman's partner. And he said, he's been detained. Your partner's been detained. At that point, the woman broke down like I'd seen happen with so many other people. Her child, luckily, had been distracted by these volunteers and was coloring when this all happened. And over the course of the next few minutes, I saw them get up and leave. Yeah, it was excruciating to watch this. Basically, just over and over, the realization on behalf of a loved one that their partner was now in detention. And for several people that I saw detained, you could tell that this was a surprise to them, that they expected to show up and go to a normal immigration court proceeding and were surprised by their arrest.
If you are an individual, a foreign national, who illegally enters the United States of America, you are, by definition, a criminal.
Others knew about the risk of arrest and nonetheless decided to show up to immigration court anyway because they want to follow the rules, they want to do everything correctly. These are exactly the types of folks that show up to immigration court, people who follow the rules. Another man that was due to be arrested, I saw him tackled to the floor and pinned by 4 ICE agents, and he was just calling for help very loudly and just screaming and echoed throughout the halls of the court. I saw a pair of brothers get separated. We didn't write about this in the story, but one brother was arrested. The other one, there were volunteers trying to convince him to leave court as quickly as he could so he wouldn't be arrested. And he said, "That's my brother back there." And he was obviously freaking out.
No one's off the table. If you're in the country legally, it's not okay. If you're in the country legally, you better be looking over your shoulder.
What I saw in immigration court is a reflection of Donald Trump's priorities. He considers every undocumented immigrant in America to be a rapist, a murderer, an existential threat. At least that's what he says. His policy is that no undocumented person is exempt from potential arrest. So if you just happen to be in the vicinity of an ICE agent and they happen to find out that you're undocumented, you can be arrested right then and there. To me, it seems like they're going after the easiest people to arrest in order to pressure them to leave the United States voluntarily by using the coercive force of detention.